Your firewall may be blocking threats every day, but if you don't know where to find the information, you're essentially flying blind. In this lab, I'm going to show you how to use Palo Alto logs, dashboards, ACC, and reports to uncover valuable security information hidden inside your firewall. What's going on, everybody? My name is Travis Johnson. I'm a senior network security engineer, special in Palo Alto firewalls, network security architecture, and enterprise cybersecurity operations. In this video, we're going to walk you through one of the most important skills every firewall engineer needs, and that's finding meaningful information inside firewall logs and turning that information into actionable security intelligence. So why does this lab matter? Most engineers know how to create security policies, but the best engineers know how to investigate threats. Today's enterprise environments generate millions of log entries. The challenge isn't generating data. The challenge is finding the information that actually matters. So here's today's lab objectives. In this lab, we're going to learn how to use dashboard widgets, analyze threat activity, use the ACC, which stands for Application Control Center, filter traffic and threat logs, investigate applications, build custom reports, and generate executive level reporting. So step one, we're going to load our baseline configuration. So we're going to go to our device tab. We're going to go to setup. We're going to go to operations, scroll down to load. We're going to click drop down, select the 13 XML, click OK, and we're going to commit these changes. This is going to provide us with a pre-built environment containing applications, traffic, and security policies that we'll use throughout the lab. We're going to click our task manager just to monitor our status and our progress. And it should go relatively quickly. I like to close it and reopen it. Sometimes it seems to go faster that way. Let's double check it one more time. And we're now complete. So next, step two is we're going to generate some traffic. So now we need the data. So we're going to go to Ramana, and we're going to connect to our extranet server, and we're going to run our pre-installed script. We're going to allow this script to run for a few minutes. And this script generates web traffic, application traffic, and simulated threats. Without traffic, our logs will be empty. So if you guys want, you can fast forward through the video to get to the next step. But as for now, I'm going to let it run for a little bit, and I'll see you guys back here in a minute. Okay, guys, now that our script is completed running, our next step, um, is going to go to the dashboard and for threat visibility. So we're going to go to dashboard, click widgets, and what we're going to add is our threat logs URL, and it appears we already have data filtering added. So here's our data logs, which we just need to simply refresh. Okay. Now the threat logs widget shows the most recent threats detected by the firewall, as you guys can see. Our URL filtering log, this widget shows the recently visited URLs and URL category activity. As you guys can see here, I'd like to refresh that. And the data filtering logs, this widget displays the data and filtering events rather. Okay. So key teaching point. So this dashboard widgets are designed for rapid visibility. When the management asks what's happening on the firewall right now, this is often your first stop. Step 4, top applications. So we're going to add our top applications dashboard as well. Top application widget shows what applications are consuming network resources. I'm going to slide this over. An important note, applications with a risk score of 4 appear in orange, and applications with a risk score of 5 appear in red. Okay, so let's see. This did complete. Yes, let's go to our monitor. Okay, so jump over to ACC. I'm sorry, actually, we want to jump back to dashboard. Let's jump back to our dashboard, and there we go. So our top applications are populating. In the next step, we're going to use this ACC. So we're going to go to Application Control Center, review our threat activity. And we're going to set the time range for the last 7 days. And ACC, guys, if you don't know, stands for Application Control Center. Think of it as a security investigation dashboard. So here we can quickly identify vulnerabilities, spyware, viruses, flood attacks, and scans. As you can see in the threat category, this automatically applies a global filter. Now every ACC widget updates to show only high severity events. Okay, so this is one of the fastest ways to pivot during an incident. This is one of the fastest ways to pivot during an incident investigation. So next, we're going to do a little application analysis in ACC. So we're going to go to network activity. We're going to hover over web browsing. The application uses widgets gives us a visual breakdown of application activity. So we're going to click the arrow to filter just on web browsing, as you guys can see here. So essentially this is called promoting this application to a filter. Now we're going to scroll down to where we can see the rule usage widget. You see that here. And we're going to display the bytes, which we already have displayed. And as you can see, the sessions that are using web browsing are listed, or the rules that the web browsing is hitting is listed. So now we can determine which security policies are allowing specific applications. Okay, so let's see. We'll do a little more exploring while we're in here. Now, guys, we're going to jump over to our logs. And this will create an automatic investigation workflow. So next step is we're going to view our threat logs um, to see what we see there. So we're going to jump over to monitor, logs, then threat. We want to view any logs that are high severity. Okay, and we can see the type of attack, the type of threat that's hitting the firewall. We can see source user, destination. So now we're only viewing high and critical threats at this point, or just high threats. The action column tells us whether a firewall blocked, reset, alerted, or allowed the traffic. So we can see here in the, where's our action column? Action column's here. Okay. Now we're going to create a filter. So we're going to go Chicago, and we want to change this user to E Scrooge. Click enter, and we don't see E Scrooge. Okay, next, guys. For some reason, we're not, our user E Scrooge is not, um, his user ID is not populated on the firewall. So we're going to skip ahead to the next step. But essentially, when you select the user, it allows you to investigate threats associated with the specific user. So security teams use this consistently when investigating compromised accounts. So the next step is log traffic analysis. So we're going to go monitor logs traffic. We want to filter on our acquisition zone. Okay. And now we're viewing only traffic that's originating from the acquisition zone. So we're going to modify the filter to view traffic just from users net. And it's going to include the application web browsing. Okay. So this is exactly how engineers build application-based security policies. Okay. So now we're going to shoot over to our app scope reports. We're going to go to monitor, and we're going to go to app scope, and we're going to go to threat monitor. We're going to configure for the last 7 days. bottom, top 25. We're going to do thread as a source user. We're going to do show all threat types. So this app scope provides historical visibility into threats, users, and applications. Notice the threat count, the detection counts associated with each threat. You can see here each particular user. Okay, so next we'll go to some predefined reports. So we're going to stay at the monitor tab. We're going to scroll down to reports. We're going to open top applications. Okay, so as you can see, the top applications that are hitting our firewall. Okay guys, this is where we're going to generate our custom report. So I'm going to go to reports as we're already here. And let's see what we got next. Top applications, go here. Okay, we see that. I'm going to go down to our reports, which is here. Jump back over there. And we've already found top applications. Okay. And now we're going to find top sources. Okay, so we can see our internal host here. So this source report displays which IP addresses were detected by the firewall on a previous day. And it should have a format like the following example, but the data will be different. Okay. So next, we're going to go to manage custom reports. We're going to add one. And the name is going to be apps used by internal zones. Summary. Oops. We're going to go to summary database, traffic database, scheduled. Select the box. Time frame last 7 days. Sort by sessions. Group by zone. Five groups. And our selected columns are going to be source zone, action, application, and bytes. Okay. We're going to click our filter builder. We're going to do and source zone not equal to internet. We'll click add, apply, click OK. And now we're going to click this custom report. We're going to run this report now. Let's adjust out our columns. Now we can view the results. So why does this matter? Anyone can configure a firewall. The real value comes from understanding what the firewall is telling you. Logs tell the story, reports reveal trends, and investigations uncover threats. If you're a recruiter or hiring manager, this lab demonstrates hands-on experience with Palo Alto log analysis, threat hunting, reporting, traffic analysis, and security investigations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.